In a faraway land of not so good, there lived a not so brave knight named Sir Rusty Armour. He was named by one of the chubby kings who disliked the knight and wanted to make a fool of him. Most of the kingdom thought Sir Rusty Armour had no chance of becoming a hero, but Sir Rusty Armour held his head high, and deep inside he knew he would soon prove himself.
One dark, ghostly night in the creepy forest outside the castle, Sir Rusty Armour was doing his duty. Sir Rusty Armour suddenly heard footsteps. "Who's there?" said Rusty Armour anxiously. As he turned around, he saw an ugly, warty witch with a black, scary crow on her shoulder. She pointed a finger at the knight and whispered, "There is something special in store for you." Kee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Sir Rusty Armour was confused and scared, so he just ran for his life back to the castle. He went to the castle and straight to the fairy godmother's room to tell her what had happened.
"You were lying to me. It is just another excuse to not be on duty, you silly scaredy cat." "Go away," said the fairy godmother. But, stammered Sir Rusty Armour. "Out!" screamed the fairy godmother. Sir Rusty Armour slowly walked out with his heart racing, thinking, what will he do next? The next day, the beautiful princess went for a stroll in the castle yards. Sir Rusty Armour was watching her carefully. The princess had a bad feeling, but she didn't know what it was.
An evil black crow attacked her. The princess's crown was being pulled off, and she very slowly was being lifted up off the ground. "Ah!" screamed the princess. "Help!" Sir Rusty Armour turned around and immediately thought of the witch's words. "No!" shouted Sir Rusty Armour. The princess was being lifted far into the sky. The crow kept flying into the forest, and they were soon out of sight.
"Where am I?" asked the princess nervously, as she had never been past the castle walls. "Fly off," the witch said to the crow. "Good boy." "Welcome, Pretty. You won't be here for long. Come back, boy. Take her to the den. Ha 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 ha."
"What? No!" screamed the princess. On the flight to the den, the princess was screaming, "Let go of me!" When they got there, there was a fierce red-eyed dragon waiting for them. "Grrr!" went the dragon. "Someone save me!" screamed the princess. The dragon kicked her into a dark room.
Sir Rusty Armour sprinted into the forest to save the princess. He heard screaming and went over to where the noise was coming from. He came to a dark den. There was a door where the noise was coming from. He was banging it and screaming, "I'll save you, princess!" Grrr! "Wait, what was that?" stammered Sir Rusty Armour. He slowly turned. "Ah! Oh no!" He screamed Sir Rusty Armour.
He anxiously got his spear out and was ready to prove himself. He took a deep breath in and jabbed it into the dragon. "Ah!" screamed the dragon, and it fell flat on his back. He got his spear and got it in through the door and banged it open. He had rescued the princess, and he ran into the castle.
They kept running into the castle ground. As they got there, the whole castle was worrying about the princess. But, heroically, Sir Rusty Armour came with the princess in his hands. "You are a hero!" shouted the villagers. Sir Rusty Armour had finally proved himself. "I proved them wrong after all," said Sir Rusty Armour.